Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to my Red Star Belgrade series introduction. In this video, we're just going to outline some introductory stuff to the saves, such as transfers, tactics, series goals, key players, captains, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into this. First of all, a little bit of history about Red Star Belgrade. They're the only Serbian club to win the European Cup. They've won 27 league titles, 24 domestic cups. They're the most successful former Yugoslavian club ever, and because the Yugoslavia and the Yugoslavian League obviously both broke up, so they actually topped the all-time points total. But they failed to qualify for the Champions League group stage since 91-92, which was the year after they won it, which is an interesting note. Our key player is Nenad Kristic, who is a very good player. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say he's the key player, but he is very good. I feel like there are a few others that might be ahead of him, but he's a good advanced playmaker in the central midfield, which is exactly where he plays in our system that you'll see here in a little bit. Not much more to say about him, really. Our hot prospect is Dejan Jelovic. I'm going to struggle with these names, but he's 17 years old. He's naturally a poacher. He's actually in the reserves right now, and you probably won't see him much this first season, but certainly in the future he will be one to look out for. Our captain is Mitchell Donald, who is also an incredibly good player and probably in the running for key player as well, even though once again there are a few players. There are about 4 or 5 players around that same ability in the team. So they could all be considered a key player. But he's also a midfielder. We're very strong in the midfield, definitely. So that's definitely where our strong points are. In terms of transfers, just the one in and the one major out. We'll just start, and we've only spent $500K as well. We don't have a very big transfer budget, though, which is worth noting. The one out is... okay, I was apparently... had my cursor over a thing there, but it's not important. Stefan Milosevic, I don't remember what happened with him. I mean, he wasn't a bad player by any means, but I think he just got mad at me, and we ended up selling him for a lot less than he was really worth. But I don't know. He was angry about something. That's all I can remember. I don't think he fit into the squad, maybe in the Europa League registration, something like that. But now into the only in is Milos Satara. I always want to call him Santara for some reason. He is a young center back, only 21, with very high potential, and he nearly slots into the first team. He's definitely in the running for those 2 center back spots that you can see here on our tactics screen. We're going with a 4-2-3-1 wide. In the league, we're probably going to play a very possession-hungry system most of the time. The reason there's a second tactic there you can see is a counter-attacking tactic, which we're going to use against bigger teams in Europe, assuming we make it that far. Of course, you'll be able to see that when we take on Fenerbahce in Thursday's episode, if you're watching this on the Tuesday when it comes out. So make sure you go and watch that. And in terms of our series goals is to maintain league dominance, which we're kind of fighting with Partizan, but we really want to get one over on them most of the time. And obviously to win the Champions League and return Red Star Belgrade to their former glory, which is a fairly obvious goal in my opinion. It's going to take some work, though, no doubt. The team's not anywhere near where it needs to be. I mean, it's hardly a Europa League team. So, I mean, everybody's seen them in Europe this year. I mean, of course, they got a little bit unlucky. They got a group with Arsenal, which isn't the easiest thing, but, yeah, they still weren't great. In fact, I'm not even sure they have any points, honestly. But that is it for this series this very short series introduction. That's kind of the goal. It's just to get you introduced to the save so you know what's happening and I don't have to try and remember what to talk about in the next episode. And we can go ahead and jump into 2 game episodes as well, which comes in handy with Europa League qualifiers, etc. So please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, even though it's just a series introduction. But if you're excited for the series, leave a like on the video. And if you're new around here, please do subscribe. And I'll see you in the episode on Thursday.